Mom said I was too lazy to ever own a house. She went speechless when she saw my estate. They say mothers know best, but mine was spectacularly wrong about me. When I showed her my folder labeled My Future Home Plan, she didn't just dismiss it, she burst into laughter. Called me too lazy to even fold laundry in front of my entire family. Told me I'd never own anything with such certainty that part of me believed her. That dinner table mockery, those years of being called lazy while working harder than anyone knew, the constant dismissal of every dream I dared to share, they all became fuel. This is the story of how a mother's cruelty became my catalyst, how 47 rejection emails became my classroom, how a tiny bedroom workspace became a six-figure business, and how the woman who said I was too lazy to own a house ended up speechless at my private estate. She called me lazy. She never expected I'd build an empire while she was busy laughing. When she walked through my gates and realized the gathering I invited her to was at my own mansion, the look on her face was worth every late night, every sacrifice, every moment I chose silence over defending myself. She thought I was lazy. I was just waiting for the right moment to prove her spectacularly wrong. Hey everyone! Before we dive into today's story, let me know where you're watching from in the comments below. Drop your city or country, we love connecting with our global community. If you're enjoying our content, please hit that subscribe button, smash the like button, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss our amazing stories. Share this with friends who've been underestimated by their own families. Now, let's get into Emily's incredible journey. I'm sitting in the cramped living room of our small apartment, my laptop balanced on my knees, when I finally work up the courage to show my mom the folder I've been working on for weeks. Mom, can I show you something? Lorraine looks up from her phone, barely interested. What? I hand her the folder, my hand slightly trembling. It's my plan. For buying a house someday. I've been researching neighborhoods, saving strategies, mortgage options. She opens the folder, glances at the first page labeled My Future Home Plan, and bursts into laughter. Not a gentle chuckle. A full, mocking laugh that fills our small living room and makes my face burn with humiliation. A house? She's practically crying with laughter now. Emily, you're too lazy to even fold your own laundry. You leave dishes in the sink for days. You can't even keep your bedroom clean. That's not fair. I work full-time at a part-time retail job that barely pays minimum wage. She tosses the folder back to me dismissively. Sweetie, you'll never own anything. You don't have the discipline, the work ethic, or frankly, the ambition. This is a nice fantasy, but let's be realistic. I stare at the folder in my lap, feeling every word like a physical blow. I just thought if I planned ahead, saved money carefully. With what money? You can barely afford to help with rent here. She goes back to scrolling on her phone. Stop dreaming and focus on keeping the job you have. I quietly close the folder and return to my room, her laughter still echoing in my ears. 2 nights later at family dinner, Lorraine retells the house dream joke like it's the funniest thing she's ever heard. So Emily comes to me with this folder, she pauses for dramatic effect, a whole folder about buying a house. My siblings laugh. My brother Marcus nearly spits out his drink. You can't even afford a car. How are you gonna buy a house? Yeah, my sister Jade adds, you still borrow money from mom for groceries. I don't borrow that often. The point is, Lorraine interrupts, Emily thinks she's going to own property when she can't even manage her own life. It's sweet, really. Adorably naive. Everyone at the table laughs except me. I feel a tight, painful knot forming in my chest. I stand up, mumbling about not being hungry, and retreat to my room. Behind the closed door, I don't cry. I don't rage. I just make a decision, I'm going to prove every single one of them wrong. And I'm going to do it quietly. The next week, I gather my courage and visit a real estate agent whose office is near my retail job. His name is Darren. He's wearing an expensive suit and has the fake smile of someone who deals with time wasters constantly. I'd like to learn about starter homes in the area, I begin nervously. What would someone like me need to qualify for? What's your annual income? He interrupts. I make about $22,000 a year, but I'm planning to increase that. $22,000. He says it like it's a joke. And your down payment savings? I have about $800 right now, but I'm committed to saving more. He closes the brochure he was about to show me. Look, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but you're not in a position to buy anything. Come back when you're serious. When you have real income and real savings. I am serious. That's why I'm here asking. You're wasting both our time. He stands up, signaling the meeting is over. Real estate isn't for dreamers. It's for people with money. I walk out of his office dizzy with embarrassment, feeling exactly as small as my mother makes me feel. 2 days later, I'm waiting at a bus stop after a particularly long shift when I overhear a conversation that changes everything. Two women in business casual are discussing their jobs. I left my office job 6 months ago, one says. Now I do freelance digital marketing completely remote. I'm making more than I ever did at the firm. How'd you learn it? The other asks. Online courses. YouTube tutorials. Practice projects. It's all accessible if you're willing to put in the work. I pull out my phone and start taking notes frantically, typing everything they mention. Freelancing, digital marketing, virtual assistants, remote work, online courses. The bus arrives but I don't get on. I'm too focused on what I just heard. I don't need permission to change my life. I need skills. That night, I stay up until 3 a.m. researching everything those women mentioned. Freelancing platforms. Digital marketing basics. Virtual assistant services. Graphic design. Social media management. Content creation. The possibilities feel overwhelming and exciting at the same time. Around midnight, Lorraine knocks on my door. You still awake? Yeah, just doing some research. She opens the door and sees my screen covered in tabs about online business. Still fantasizing about houses? Emily, when are you going to grow up? I close my laptop. Good night, Mom. She leaves, shaking her head. But I'm already enrolled in 3 free courses on digital marketing fundamentals. Already setting up profiles on freelancing sites. Already planning a future she can't see yet. I apply for 47 online jobs over the next 2 weeks. Every morning before my retail shift, I spend 2 hours searching job boards, reading requirements, customizing applications. Graphic design gigs even though I'm still learning Photoshop. Social media management positions even though I've never managed a business account. Virtual assistants roles even though I'm not sure what virtual assistants actually do. Content writing jobs even though I've never written professionally. The rejections come fast. Thank you for your interest, but we're looking for someone with more experience. We've decided to move forward with other candidates. Your skills don't quite match what we're looking for. We require at least 2 years of proven experience. Each rejection stings a little less than the last, but they add up. 20 rejections. 30. 40. Application number 47 gets rejected on a Tuesday morning while I'm getting ready for my retail shift. I sit on my bed, staring at my laptop, wondering if my mother is right. Maybe this is a waste of time. Maybe I should just accept my reality and stop dreaming. Lorraine knocks and enters without waiting for permission. Still glued to that computer? Let me guess, nobody wants to hire you for your little online fantasy jobs? I close my laptop slowly. I've had some rejections, yes. I told you, Emily. Lazy people don't get hired. Especially not for work-from-home positions that are basically scams anyway. You're wasting your time when you could be looking for a real job that pays real money. I have a retail job. A part-time retail job. You need something full-time with benefits. Something stable. Stop chasing these internet pipe dreams. After she leaves, I stay sitting on my bed, her words echoing in my head. Then I open my laptop and start application number 48. Because quitting would prove her right. And I'm not ready to do that. A small bakery owner named Mrs. Chen responds to my 50-second application. I need someone to redesign my online menu and social media presence. Are you available? It's only a $150 project, but it's real work. I say yes immediately. I work all night creating a beautiful, easy-to-read digital menu and drafting social media content for a week. I deliver it a day early. Mrs. Chen calls me the next morning. This is exactly what I needed. Actually, it's better than I imagined. I'm adding an extra $50 for the quality work. $200. For work I did in my bedroom. For the first time in weeks, I see a spark of real hope. Mrs. Chen recommends me to 3 other small business owners. Then those owners recommend me to others. Within a month, I have steady freelance work, nothing huge, but consistent. I set up a tiny workspace in the corner of my bedroom. Sticky notes with client names. A whiteboard with deadlines. A calendar marking project due dates. Lorraine walks past and laughs. Fake office cosplay. That's cute. But my bank account tells a different story. I'm earning more from freelancing than my retail job. I quit retail and go full-time freelance. Lorraine thinks I'm unemployed and too lazy to job hunt. I don't correct her. 3 months into freelancing full-time, I complete my largest project yet, managing a full month-long marketing campaign for a local gym called Ironworks Fitness. They hired me to redesign their social media presence, create daily posts, run Facebook ads, and track engagement metrics. I poured everything into it, staying up late creating graphics, researching hashtags, analyzing which posts performed best, adjusting strategy in real time. The results exceeded their expectations. Membership inquiries tripled. Their Instagram following grew from 800 to 4,200 in 30 days. Their Facebook ads generated 47 new memberships. The owner calls me on a Friday afternoon. Emily, the results are incredible. Honestly, I didn't know if this would work, but you've proven it does. I'm sending your payment now, plus a bonus for exceeding our goals. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. No, thank you. We're signing on for another 3 months. Same rate plus the bonus structure. When I hang up and check my email, the payment notification makes my heart stop, $3,400. I refresh my banking app 3 times to make sure it's real. $3,400. For 1 month of work. That's more than I made in 2 months at my retail job, where I stood on my feet for 8-hour shifts, dealt with rude customers, and came home exhausted every day. I sit at my tiny desk in my bedroom workspace, staring at the number on my screen. For the first time since starting this journey, I have concrete, undeniable proof that this is working. I consider walking into the living room and showing my mother. Proving that my playing on the computer just earned more than she makes in 6 weeks. My finger hovers over the screenshot. Then I close my phone. No. My actions will speak louder later. Right now, silence is more powerful. I transfer $3,000 to a new savings account I opened specifically for this, an account Lorraine doesn't know exists, under a different bank, with statements that come only electronically. My secret future fund. The foundation of the house she says I'll never own. I reinvest in my business, better software, professional design tools, advanced online courses in digital marketing strategy. My client list grows rapidly. I create an official business name, Emily Digital Studio. I design a simple website. Set up professional email. Create contracts. Lorraine sees my business cards on my desk. Emily Digital Studio? You think you're running a company now? Honey, you'll get bored and quit. You always do. Maybe, I say neutrally. But my calendar is booked solid for the next 6 weeks. An established digital strategist named Harper Matthews discovers my work through a mutual client. She emails me, "Your marketing approach is fresh and effective. Want to grab coffee?" We meet at a local cafe. Harper is in her 40s, successful, generous with advice. "You have talent," she tells me. "But you're undercharging and underselling yourself. Let me show you some strategies." Over the next month, Harper mentors me, teaching me how to price properly, land bigger clients, scale my business. My earnings triple. Lorraine still calls it playing on the computer. I'm now making more than she does at her office job. Loving the story so far? Drop a comment with your location. Are you watching from Toronto, Mumbai, Stockholm, or somewhere else? We read every single one. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you're rooting for Emily, and share this with someone who's been called lazy while working harder than anyone knows. Turn on notifications so you never miss these incredible stories. Now, back to the action. A small real estate startup called HomePath contacts me for a long-term contract managing their online marketing and client communications. The irony isn't lost on me. They help people buy houses, and here I am, the girl told she'd never own property, now helping sell them. The contract is worth $60,000 a year. I accept immediately. 6 months after going full-time freelance, I've saved enough for first month's rent, last month's rent, and a security deposit on my own place. I find a studio apartment across town, nothing fancy, but clean, safe, and most importantly, mine. I don't tell Lorraine I'm planning to move until the day before, when I can't avoid it anymore. "Mom, I need to tell you something." She's watching TV, barely paying attention. "What?" "I'm moving out tomorrow. I signed a lease on my own apartment." The TV remote clatters to the floor. "You're what?" "I'm moving into my own place. I saved enough for." "You can't afford your own place." She's standing now, voice rising. "You don't even have a real job. You're just doing that computer thing that'll fall apart any day now. I have steady clients and reliable income. I can afford it." "Afford it with what money, Emily? You barely contribute here. How are you going to pay rent, utilities, groceries, everything on your own?" "I've been saving. I have 3 months of expenses in reserve plus my monthly income. I'll be fine." She laughs that familiar mocking laugh. "You think you'll be fine? You've never lived alone. You've never had to manage everything yourself. You'll be back in a month, broke and begging for your room back. I appreciate everything you've done for me, but I'm ready to be on my own." This is so irresponsible. What happens when your little online jobs dry up? When clients stop hiring you? You'll have no backup, no safety net. You're setting yourself up to fail just to prove some point. Maybe I am proving a point. That I'm not who you think I am. You're making a huge mistake, Emily. Mark my words, you'll be back within a month, tail between your legs, admitting I was right. I go to my room and finish packing. The next morning, moving day, I rent a small U-Haul van. None of my family offers to help. Lorraine watches from her bedroom window as I load boxes, but doesn't come out. Marcus texts, Mom says you're moving out and being dramatic. Call when you crash and burn. Jade texts, this seems impulsive. Sure you want to do this? I don't respond to either. Harper and Mrs. Chin show up with coffee and helping hands. They load furniture, carry boxes, tell me I'm doing the right thing. As I drive away from my mother's apartment for the last time as a resident, I don't feel scared. I feel free. My studio apartment is small, but it's mine. No mockery. No criticism. No laughter at my dreams. I decorate it simply, a desk with 2 monitors, a comfortable chair, plants, inspirational quotes. I work harder than ever. Early mornings. Late nights. Turning my tiny studio into a thriving business hub. Clients love working with me. Referrals flood in. I start tracking my goal, save enough for a down payment on property. Not just any property. Real property. I land a massive project managing comprehensive online campaigns for a travel brand. The contract is worth $85,000 over 6 months. It's my highest paying client ever. I work insane hours, managing their social media, email marketing, content creation, and analytics. But when they renew for another year at $170,000, I realize something: I'm not just surviving. I'm thriving. I start seriously saving for something bigger than a starter home. Harper takes me to see a 5-acre plot of land an hour outside the city. It's beautiful, rolling grass, mature trees, privacy, peace. This just came on the market, Harper says. It's perfect for building. I can't afford to build a custom home. Not yet. But you're closer than you think. Keep doing what you're doing for another year, maybe 2. Then you'll be ready. I stand on that grass, looking at the empty land, imagining my dream home. It seems impossible. But then again, so did leaving my mom's apartment. So did making 6 figures freelancing. So did everything I've accomplished so far. 18 months after leaving my mom's apartment, I make an offer on the land. My hands shake as I sign the paperwork. The seller counters. I negotiate professionally, using every skill I've learned in business. The offer is accepted. I own 5 acres of land. I call Harper crying. I can't believe I just did that. Believe it. You earned it. I hire architects and spend weeks designing my dream home. Not a starter home. Not a modest first house. My dream home. We sit in their office with blueprints spread across a massive table, and I describe exactly what I want. High ceilings throughout. At least 12 feet in the main living spaces. The architect, a woman named Patricia, nods and sketches. Absolutely. What about windows? Floor-to-ceiling windows in the master bedroom and the living room. I want to see the land, the trees, the sunrise. Beautiful. And the office? An entire dedicated room. Glass walls on 2 sides so I can work surrounded by natural light. Built-in desk, custom shelving, soundproofing so I can take client calls without echo. Patricia looks up, impressed. You know exactly what you want. I've been planning this for a long time. We design a chef's kitchen with marble countertops, professional-grade appliances, and an island big enough to seat 6 people. A master suite with a spa-like bathroom, soaking tub, walk-in shower with rainfall head, double vanity. A formal dining room. A living room with a stone fireplace. Guest bedrooms for when I eventually want visitors. The total design takes 3 months to finalize. Then construction begins. I visit the site every week, watching the transformation from empty land to foundation to framing to the house taking shape. The day they pour the foundation, I stand watching the concrete trucks, the workers moving with practiced precision, the enormous hole in the ground slowly filling. I cry quietly behind my sunglasses. Not from fear or stress or worry about the money I'm spending. From relief. From pride. From the overwhelming realization that this is actually happening. The girl my mother called too lazy to fold laundry is building a custom home on 5 acres of land. The girl who would never own anything is watching her dream take physical form. Every week, the house grows more real. Walls go up. The roof goes on. Windows get installed, those massive floor-to-ceiling windows I dreamed about. I stand in the unfinished master bedroom, looking through the window openings at my land, and imagine waking up to this view every morning. My phone buzzes. It's Lorraine, where have you been lately? You never visit anymore. I look at the unfinished walls around me. Just busy with work, Mom. I'll visit soon. You're always busy. Too busy for family. I don't tell her I'm busy building the life she said I'd never have. She'll see it soon enough. Lorraine tells relatives I moved out in rebellion and is probably broke and too embarrassed to admit it. She has no idea about the business. The contracts. The land. The construction. I stay silent and work. Let them believe whatever they want. The truth will reveal itself. I expand my business, hiring a small remote team, 2 social media managers, a graphic designer, a content writer. Emily Digital Studio becomes EDX Media. We work with 12 clients simultaneously. Revenue skyrockets far beyond what I imagined when I started. My accountant tells me I'm on track to clear $350,000 this year. I remember Darren, the real estate agent, come back when you're serious. I'm serious now. 11 months after breaking ground, my estate nears completion. I tour the nearly finished home with my architect. The marble floors gleam. The kitchen looks like something from a magazine. The glass-walled office overlooks the entire property. I stand in the master bedroom, looking out floor-to-ceiling windows at 5 acres of my own land. This is really mine, I whisper. All yours, the architect confirms. I choose not to send my mother any photos. Not yet. I send my family an invitation. You're invited to a small gathering at my new place. Saturday, 2 p.m. I include the address but no other details. Lorraine calls immediately. Where is this? This address isn't anywhere near your studio. It's my new place. You'll see when you get here. Don't tell me you're renting some fancy apartment to show off. Emily, that's so financially irresponsible. You should be saving, not trying to impress people. Just come Saturday. 2 p.m. She sighs dramatically. Fine. But don't embarrass yourself. I smile. I won't. Saturday arrives. I'm standing in my completed estate wearing a simple but elegant dress, waiting. At 1:58 p.m., I see cars pulling up to the security gate at the end of my long driveway. The security system I had installed connects to my phone. I see Lorraine's confused face on camera as the guard greets her. Welcome to the Vale Estate. Ms. Emily is expecting you. Through the camera, I hear Lorraine's voice. Emily who? There must be some mistake. We're looking for our daughter Emily at this address. Yes, ma'am. Ms. Emily Vale. She's the property owner. Please proceed down the driveway. The gates open automatically. I watch through my window as 3 cars drive slowly down my tree-lined driveway, taking in the landscaped gardens, the fountain, the estate itself. They park in the circular driveway, staring at the house in complete shock. I open the front door before they can knock. Welcome, I say calmly, opening the massive front door wide. Lorraine stands frozen on my doorstep, mouth literally hanging open, looking between me and the house like she's hallucinating. Emily, what is this? Whose house is this? This is my home. Come in. Let me show you around. I step aside, letting them enter the two-story foyer with its marble floors and dramatic chandelier. Jade gasps. This is insane. I give them a slow, deliberate tour, savoring every moment. First, the formal living room with 20-foot ceilings, the stone fireplace, the furniture I carefully selected. Lorraine touches the leather couch like she's afraid it might bite her. How much did this cost? Marcus whispers. The couch? About $4,000. He goes pale. Next, the chef's kitchen. I watch their faces as they take in the marble countertops, the professional-grade appliances, the island with seating for 6. I don't understand, Lorraine keeps saying. I don't understand. This is Calacatta marble, I explain, running my hand across the counter. I had it imported from Italy. And these are Sub-Zero appliances, commercial grade. I show them the formal dining room with its custom table that seats 12. The home theater I had installed. The wine cellar I'm slowly filling. Then I take them to my pride and joy, the glass-walled office. This is where I work, I say, opening the double doors. 2 walls are floor-to-ceiling glass overlooking the property. My custom desk holds 3 monitors. Built-in shelves display my business awards and client appreciation gifts. The soundproofing makes the room feel like a sanctuary. This is where you play on your computer. Lorraine's voice is barely a whisper. This is where I run EDX Media. Where I manage 12 active clients. Where I lead team meetings with my 4 employees. Where I build marketing strategies that generate millions in revenue for my clients. I let that sink in. Finally, I show them the master suite. The bedroom with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the entire property. The spa bathroom with the soaking tub, the rainfall shower, the heated floors. Jade starts crying. This is the most beautiful house I've ever seen. We end up back in the living room. Lorraine sinks into my couch, looking around like she's trying to wake up from a dream. This is yours? Her voice trembles with disbelief. All of this? Yes. All mine. Every square foot. I designed it with architects. Paid for construction in cash. No mortgage. I own it outright. That's impossible. You don't have money. You work on your computer. I run a digital marketing agency called EDX Media. We have 12 active clients including a major travel brand, 3 real estate companies, and several local businesses. We have a remote team of 4 specialists. Last year we cleared $350,000 in revenue. This year we're projected to hit $500,000. I watch the numbers hit her like physical blows. But you were working retail. Making minimum wage. You couldn't even afford. I couldn't afford anything when I lived with you. Because I was working a job that didn't value me, in an environment that didn't believe in me. So I changed both. I taught myself new skills. I built a business. I worked harder than I've ever worked in my life. And I did all of it while you called me lazy. The word hangs in the air between us. This is really all yours, Lorraine repeats, like she still can't process it. All mine. That's not, you can't. I can. I did. Marcus and Jade explore the house like it's a museum. My brother keeps touching the marble counters like he doesn't believe they're real. Lorraine sinks into my couch, staring at me. I was wrong about you. Yes. You were. I called you lazy. Her voice cracks. I said you'd never own anything. I laughed at your dreams. I remember. I'm sorry, Emily. I truly am. I completely misjudged you. I sit across from her, finally allowing myself to feel the full weight of this moment. I wasn't lazy, Mom. I just needed space to grow. Space you never gave me. I know. I see that now. She looks around the estate, tears forming. You did all this without any help from me. Actually, I had a lot of help. From people who believed in me when you didn't. From Harper, my mentor. From Mrs. Chen, who gave me my first real chance. From clients who trusted me. Just not from you. The words aren't meant to be cruel. Just honest. Is there? Lorraine hesitates. Is there any way I could work with you? Maybe you need someone at your company? I have office experience. I expected this. Knew it was coming. We'll talk about it, I say carefully. But if you work for me, it's on professional terms. With respect. No more mocking. No more dismissing my work. Can you do that? Yes. Absolutely yes. Then we'll talk. After they leave, still in shock, still processing, I walk out to my balcony overlooking the estate. 5 acres of land. A custom-built home. A thriving business. A team that respects me. Everything my mother said I was too lazy to achieve. I built this not to prove her wrong, though that's a nice side effect. I built this to prove myself right. That I was capable. That I was ambitious. That I just needed space, belief, and relentless work. The girl who was too lazy to fold laundry now owns an estate worth over $1 million. The girl who would never own anything now owns more than her mother ever has. But the real victory isn't the house or the money. It's standing here, on my own land, in my own home, built by my own hands, and finally, not needing her validation. I have my own. And that's worth more than any estate. Though the estate is pretty nice too. I smile, looking out at the sunset painting my property gold. My mother was right about one thing, I did need to be realistic. I just had a better sense of reality than she did. She saw limits. I saw possibilities. She saw obstacles. I saw opportunities. She called me lazy. I called her wrong. And built an empire to prove it. The sun sets over Vale Estate. My estate. All mine. What an incredible journey. Thanks for watching till the end. Please let us know in the comments where you tuned in from. We absolutely love hearing from our amazing global audience. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up if Emily's story inspired you, share this with someone who's been underestimated by their own family, and hit that notification bell so you catch all our future stories. Remember, the people who call you lazy today will stand speechless in your estate tomorrow. Keep building. Keep proving them wrong. Keep becoming exactly what they said you couldn't be. See you in the next one.